One more thing before we get to the break. Common sense seems to have prevailed for at least some in this country. The Melbourne Storm NRL team have decided to ditch regular welcome to country ceremonies, saying, quote, "We're really keen to let our actions rather than words reflect what we stand for as a club in the community." So they'll still do welcome to country occasionally, but it won't be like the excessive amount that we're used to in so much sport these days. Michael Kroger, what do you think?
Well, mate, we're past peak woke, as I said. And,
Gee, I hope so. I hope you're right.
you can just feel it everywhere. You can feel it everywhere across the board. Starting with the university vice chancellors in America who got sacked over anti-Semitism, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's throughout the world. People are sick of the welcome to countries. I mean, they don't want to be disrespectful to Indigenous Australians at all. But at every sporting event, when meetings start, public service have meetings. And this is ridiculous. People are over it.
Can I ask you something about being a Victorian? The AFL is so woke. Is it significant that the Melbourne Storm have made this decision here in AFL Heartland?
It is a little bit here in Victoria. They're basically sending a message to the AFL. I would think an overwhelming majority of football supporters don't want this, but they're very polite at the ground. They don't want to show disrespect. But they're certainly over Qantas welcoming us to Australia every time we land in a Qantas plane. That's got to go in due course because that doesn't do Qantas any good.
Yeah.
People don't want to be patronised in that way.
James, what do you reckon? Do you agree with Michael that we are beyond peak woke and there's a turn coming?
Well, I heard this was coming about 4 weeks ago, and I thought, I'll believe it when I see it. Look, if the one thing that I can say to the NRL itself is until it happens across the entire NRL, it means nothing from the Storm. But if they can do it in Victoria, that should be a clear indication to the whole NRL teams across the entire country. If they can do it, you can do it as a code altogether. So, and Michael is right. I want to see it going from not just NRL but aircraft. We're all over it. The wokeism has got to stop, and maybe can be a New Year's resolution for so many corporate industry as well as sporting clubs from January 1, 2025. Wouldn't that be amazing?
It'd be a great Christmas present. I hope that we all get it. Michael Kroger, James Ashby, appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks, mate.